Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to my Halloween movie marathon. Next up on the list is Hostel. So I this one was another movie that I didn't see for quite a while. Mostly because at first it wasn't on a streaming service that I had. But I did hear about it that it was from Eli Roth and it was like hyped up as like basically the movie that was like the almost like the Godfather of the torture porn genre, right? So I was expecting this movie to be like balls to the wall, incredibly bloody and gory, and like the kind of stuff that would actually make you throw up, right? And while there are some scenes that probably would make you throw up, um, it's not nearly as gory as I was led to believe. Now, I'm pretty sure at the time it did break boundaries with like how how far a filmmaker would push the envelope because Eli Roth kind of does that a lot. But for this first outing, it wasn't all that. It wasn't as bad as a lot of people said. There is a moment where where an eyeball is basically gouged out and like the fluids are coming out of the socket. I think that is the most goriest they did in the film. Everything else was just eh. Um, like the characters, no, honestly, I can't even remember the names of the three guys who like go to I think it's Ukraine or whatever, um, and they get dragged off uh to this um to this like unknown location to get tortured, and so that like people can like live out their torturous fantasies, right? um I've only seen the first one and the third. For some reason when I saw it on Netflix, those were the ones that were on the streaming service. I still haven't seen the second one. And this is gonna be a really short review because there's not a lot that I can really remember about this film, just that it's like the thing that originated the torture porn subgenre, right? Uh, but the characters I don't really care for. Like they're just fodder, really. Um, the antagonist, the only thing I can really remember about the I guess you could say the villains of the movie are that one of them was a businessman who wanted to act out like these fantasies that he had about torturing people, and the the hostel, the place where like you pay you get where you pay people to torture others, right? That's where that's where he went, right? And then like the other two girls who basically convinced the guys to go there. Well, the first two. So the main the main guy who we follow the story along with, he wakes up and finds out that his best friends are missing, right? So he has to go and find them, and he follows the two girls that they met the night before into this really like dark and grimy place, uh, and like he's being led there, and the whole time, I feel like anyone with a brain would think like that's immediately a red flag. He should get out of there and call the cops, right? Um, but I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I just felt like the writing should have been better, because the only thing that I really remember this movie for, and the third film, is for just like the torture porn segments, right? Um, but that's really it. That's really all I can say about this movie. That like for what it set out to do, it's all right. It's not something that I'll probably watch again, like not because of like the gross out gore or anything, but mostly because like I felt this one was boring. Um, like the Saw films were more like torture porn, like, you know, and like those movies had way more gore, especially like especially the newest one that came out, Saw X. That one was like way gorier than I'd say all of the Hostel movies, but maybe that's just me. But anyway, I don't know. This isn't a movie that like I'd pop on and like just give my undivided attention to. It's more like something that I'd just put on as background noise while I'm doing something else. So like if if say if I ever had a Halloween party or whatever, like this would be probably one of those movies that I'd play, but like just in the background so that people can watch while they're eating and drinking and everything. But really, there's nothing much else that I'd really watch it for. But that's it for this review. I know that I was kind of rambling a lot in it, but in the next one, I'll try to be like more concise with my thoughts. And speaking of, I'll see you guys tomorrow for another review. Bye.